Hello friends, now in this lecture we'll see some higher order thinking skill questions. So very first question is this diagram is given over here. So here it is given that angle 1 is equal to 30 degree, this mg is equal to gt, also it is given this mn parallel this line AD. What we need to find angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. Here it is angle 2, here it is angle 3, angle 4. Also with the help of diagram we can say this angle is 90 degree as well as this angle is 90 degree. So let us see how to obtain the measure of these three angles, angle 2, 3 and 4. See, this is angle 1. Now this angle 1 and angle CGT, okay, I am talking about this angle. These two angles are vertically opposite angles. So as one is 30 degree, but obvious this will be 30 degree. Okay. Now in triangle GCT, G angle is 30 degree. This is 90 degree. So we'll be able to find this angle, that will be 60. Now 2 and this are vertically opposite. So in this way we'll be able to measure the angle of 2. So let us see its solution. Angle CGT, angle GT is equal to angle 1, that is vertically opposite angle. Okay, so CGT is equal to 30 degree. Okay, so here we got this is 30 degree. Now in triangle, triangle CGT, now in triangle CGT by angle sum property of triangle, I can write angle CGT plus angle GTC plus angle GCT plus angle GCT. Okay, all three angles sum up to 180. Now this angle CGT is 30 degree. Just right now we obtain this is 30, and angle GTC it is given 90. Okay, so in this way we'll be able to get the measure of angle. So therefore I can say angle GCT is equal to 60 degree. Okay, angle GCT, this angle GCT equal to 60 degree. As this is 60 degree, angle 2 is also 60 degree. So here I am writing that. Okay, now I can say angle 2 is equal to angle GCT. Okay, angle GCT, therefore angle 2 is equal to 60 degree. So here I got the very first angle, that is angle 2. Now how to find 3 and 4? So I am giving you a short explanation that how we'll get 3. See, when we got angle GCT, this angle, okay, what was this? 30 degree. Now you can see these two lines are parallel. It is given in the question as well as it is given in the symbolic form that these two lines are parallel. As these lines are parallel, these two angles, that means I'm talking about this angle 3 and angle this, okay, this angle are corresponding angle. So simply I can say angle CGT is equal to angle 3 and angle CGT is 30 degree. That means angle 3 is again 30 degree. So note it down, then we'll see for this and then we'll come to angle 4. Okay, after this what you have to write, that I am going to write over here. Now as MN parallel AD, therefore I can say angle 3 is equal to angle CGT. Angle CGT, reason corresponding angles corresponding angles. Therefore angle 3 is equal to CGT was 30 degree. So we obtain the measure of angle 3 as well, that is 30 degree. Now we'll come to angle 4. So note it down, then we'll come to angle 4. How to find the measure of angle 4, we'll see. Okay, now we'll come to the angle 4. There is one more information. This is also 90 degree. Now let us see how to find angle 4. For that you must know some properties. See, in triangle MTP, okay, I am talking about this triangle MTP. Here it is given this MG equal to GT. Okay, this is given MG equal to GT. Also this angle is 90 degree. This is also given. So now this is the property of actually an isosceles triangle. When MG equal to GT, that means I can say PG is the perpendicular bisector of MT. This makes triangle MPT as an isosceles triangle. MP equal to PT. Okay, this also makes these two angles, that is MPG is equal to GPT. These two angles will be equal as well. Okay, so here I am giving you the solution. Okay, now MG is equal to GT and PG perpendicular MT. Therefore I can say angle MPG, therefore angle MPG is equal to angle 4. Okay, so now if I am able to find the measure of angle MPG, I will be able to get the measure of angle 4. So see, now in triangle MPG, this angle 3 is, we measured the angle 3 was equal to 30 degree. This 30 degree, this is 90 degree, so we'll get the measure of angle MPG, and as soon as we'll get the measure of angle MPG, definitely we'll be able to get the measure of angle 4. So now in triangle MPG, by angle sum property of triangle, I can say angle 3 plus angle MPG plus angle MG is equal to 180 degree. Now angle 3 was 30. Okay, as 1 is 30 degree, so this is 30 degree, so this is 30 degree. Now angle MPG that we have to measure plus angle MGP, that is 90 degree given, is equal to 180 degree. So this gives you measure of angle MPG is equal to 60 degree. Okay, so as angle MPG is 60 degree, therefore I can say angle 4 is equal to 60 degree. So here we got the measure of angle 4 as well. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next question is bisector of interior angle B, bisector of interior angle B and exterior angle ACD, exterior angle ACD of triangle ABC, bisector of interior angle B and exterior angle ACD of triangle ABC intersect at point T. Intersect at point. Show that, prove that angle BTC, prove that angle BTC is equal to half angle BAC, half angle BAC. Okay, so this is the question. So let us see, first of all we have to see its diagram. So bisector of interior angle B. So this is the triangle. Now this is the bisector of interior angle B as well as the bisector of exterior angle. So there must be an exterior angle and the name of exterior angle is ACD. So but obvious this must be the exterior angle. Okay, bisector of interior angle B and bisector of exterior angle. This is the exterior angle. These two are meeting at point T. So you have to show that angle BAC is equal to, angle BTC is equal to half angle BAC. Okay, so what we have given in triangle ABC, BT bisects angle ABC. Okay, that is, I can say angle 1 equal to angle 2, that is angle 1 is equal to angle 2 is equal to angle BAC by 2. Also it is given CT, also what we have given, CT bisects angle ACD, that is, I can say angle 3 is equal to angle 4 is equal to angle ACD by 2, that is given. And what we need to prove, angle BTC is equal to angle BAC by 2, angle BAC by 2. Now we'll see its proof. So before I give you the proof, think for a while. Okay, let us see its solution. See, in triangle ABC, or for triangle ABC, angle ACD is an exterior angle. So angle ACD is an exterior angle for triangle BAC or for triangle ABC. Therefore I can write angle ACD is equal to angle ABC, okay, angle ABC plus angle BAC, okay, by the exterior angle property, isn't it? This angle ACD is an exterior angle for triangle ABC, so ACD must be equal to ABC plus BAC by the exterior angle property. Now if I divide the equation by 2, we'll get, let us see, I am dividing throughout by 2. So now angle ACD by 2 can be written as either angle 3 or angle 4. So here I am writing angle 4. Okay, now angle ABC by 2, here I can write angle 2, and angle BAC by 2, so I am keeping it as it is, angle BAC by 2. Okay, now see, for this triangle BTC, angle 4 is an exterior angle. Okay, and I can write angle 4 is equal to angle 2 plus angle BTC. So here if I replace angle 4 by angle 2 plus BTC, so 2 and 2 will cancel out and I will get my answer. So now angle 4 is an exterior angle for triangle BTC, okay, for triangle BTC. Therefore I can write angle 4 is equal to angle 2 plus angle BTC. Let this is equation number 2 and let this was equation number 1. So from 1 and 2 I can say 2 plus BAC by 2 is equal to 2 plus BTC. 2 and 2 will cancel out, so BTC equal to BAC by 2. So note it down. Then last one step is left that I will give you. Okay, so after this now I from equation 1 and 2. Okay, now from first and second I can say angle 2 plus angle BTC to angle 2 plus angle BAC by 2. So 2 and 2 will cancel out, so what I will left with, angle BTC is equal to angle BAC by 2 was the required to prove. So this is the final answer, hence proved. Okay, please note it down, then we'll come to the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. ABCDE is a regular pentagon. ABCDE is a regular pentagon and bisector of angle BAE and bisector BAE and bisector of angle BAE meets CD at M, if bisector of BCD if bisector of BCD meets bisector of angle BCD meets AM at P meets AM at P, find angle CPM. Find angle CPM. So diagram is not given. So first of all we have to draw a regular pentagon ABCDE. So let us draw the regular pentagon. Okay, regular pentagon, that means a closed figure made up of 5 sides in which all sides are equal. So that is called the regular pentagon. So approximate, this is the regular pentagon. Okay, this is the regular pentagon, name it ABCDE. Okay, now bisector of angle BAES, this meets CD at M. So let us, this point is point M. Okay, now if bisector of BCD meets AM, okay, bisector of BCD of angle BCD, this meets AM at P. So you have to find the measure of angle CPM, this angle, that, okay, this angle you have to find. So think for a while, then I will give you the solution. Okay, once again understand the question. ABCD is a regular pentagon, that means all its sides are equal. Then two things are given, that is AM is bisector of angle BAE. So you can say these two angles are equal. So let this is angle 1, this is angle 2. Okay, that I can say 1 equal to 2 equal to X, as well as it is given bisector of angle BCD. So these two angles are again equal, 3 equal to 4. So now you have to find the measure of angle CPM. Let this is X. So this X you have to find. So think for a while, then I will give you its solution. Okay, so see, first of all, it's a regular pentagon. Regular pentagon means all its sides are equal as well as all its angles are equal. So first of all we have to find the measure of each of its angle. Okay, so how to find the measure of each angle of a regular pentagon? For that you must know that sum of all the angles of a polygon having n side is n minus 2 into 180 degree. I'm again repeating, this is the sum of all the internal angles of a polygon having n sides. You can check it for 3. If we are talking about a triangle, then n is 3. So 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 into 180. We know sum of all internal angles of a triangle is 180 degree. For a quadrilateral, n will be 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 into 180, 360 degree. That is sum of all the internal angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Now in the same way we have to find first of all sum of all the angles for a pentagon. So this will be 5 minus 2 into 180, that is 3 into 180, that is 540 degree. This is sum of all the angles. Now as it is a regular pentagon, all its angles will be equal. And what will be the measure of each angle? If I divide it by 5, so that will be 108 degrees. So each angle of a regular pentagon is 108 degree. So now see, this is the bisector. So but obvious 1 and 2 will be equal to half of 108. So here I can say angle 2 is 54 degree. Similarly, angle 3 is half of BCD. So angle 3 is 54 degree. Angle B we have 108 degree. So if I talk about this particular quadrilateral, I have measure of 2, measure of 3, measure of B. So I will be able to get the measure of this angle with the help of angle sum property of quadrilateral. Okay, as soon as I get the measure of this, I'll be able to get the measure of x by linear pair. Okay, so now let us see its solution in short. Okay, so here ABCDE is a regular pentagon. Okay, therefore each of its angle is equal to, therefore each of its angle equal to 5 minus 2 into 180 divided by 5. Okay, that is 3 into 180, 3 into 36 degrees. Okay, if I cancel this, that is 108 degree. Okay, formula here you can write, because n minus 2 into 180 divided by n is the measure of each angle of a regular pentagon. Now angle 2 is equal to angle EAB by 2, that is 08 by 2, that is 54. Also angle 3 is equal to angle BCD by 2, that is 108 by 2, that is again 54. Okay, so 2 and 3 now we have, and angle ABC and angle ABC is equal to 108 degrees. Okay, I obtain angle 2, 3 and ABC. Now in quadrilateral, ABCP, write angle 2 plus angle ABC plus angle 3 plus angle APC is equal to 360 degree. Okay, is equal to 360 degree. So angle 2 is 54, ABC 108, angle 3 54, plus angle APC is equal to 360 degree. So this gives you measure of, therefore I can write angle APC is equal to 360 minus 6. Okay, 54 plus 54 108, 108 plus 108 216. Okay, so here answer will be 44 degrees. Okay, so angle APC equal to 44 degree. Now what we have to find? Angle CPM, that is x. So now I can write angle APC plus x is equal to 180 degree because of linear pair. So I will be able to obtain the measure of x. So please note it down, then I will give you the remaining solution. Okay, so let us see the remaining solution. Okay, now angle APC, now angle APC plus angle CPM plus angle CPM is equal to 180 degree. Okay, reason linear pair axiom. Okay, and APC is how much? APC is equal to 44 plus CPM is how much? That we have to find actually. Therefore, angle CPM is equal to 180 minus 4. That is angle CPM is equal to 136 degree. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, here it should be actually 144. Okay, so for here we'll get 36 degree. So our final answer is angle CPM equal to 36 degree. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, now next question is ABC are three angles of a triangle. ABC are three angles of a triangle if A minus B equal to 15 equal to 50, B minus C is equal to 30, B minus C is equal to 30, find all three angles, or find angle A, angle B and angle C. Okay, so it's very basic question. Measure of ABC are three angles and there is a relation between angle is given, and one relation we already know, that A plus B plus C equal to 180. So let us see its solution. See, suppose we have here A plus B plus C equal to 180 degree. Now using these two we have to find the measure of angle AB and C. So what I have to do, I have to write this A plus B plus C in the single variable, either in A or in B or in C. So from here you can see I can write A in terms of B. A is equal to 15 plus B. From here I can write C in terms of B. C is equal to B minus 30. Okay, so A can be replaced in terms of B. B I will take as it is, and C again I can write in terms of B. So this complete equation will be in single variable, that is B. From that I will be able to get the B, and by putting the values of B in these two I will be able to get the values of remaining two angles. So let us see how to write it. See, A minus B equal to 15, therefore A is equal to 15 plus B. Okay, now B minus C is equal to 30, therefore B minus 30 is equal to C, therefore C is equal to B minus 30. So A in terms of B, C in terms of B. Now I will come to the equation. Okay, that is equation is now a plus, okay, now a plus b plus c is equal to 180. Okay, now a can be replaced as 15 plus b, so 15 plus b plus b I will note it down as it is, and at the place of c I do write b minus 30 plus b minus 30 is equal to 180. Okay, so from this b plus b plus b, that is 3b minus 15 minus 30 is minus 15 is equal to 180. So from here I can write 3b is equal to 195. So here I will get the measure of b, that is 65. Okay, so I got the measure of angle B. Now if I put value of B in equation 1, or now A is equal to 15 plus B, therefore A is equal to 15 plus 65, therefore A is equal to 80. Okay, so now I have measure of A, measure of B, so I can get the measure of C, that I will get from here. Now C is equal to B minus 30. Okay, therefore C is equal to 65 minus 30, and hence C is equal to 35. So I got the measure of all three angles in degrees. A equal to 80 degree, B equal to 65, C equal to 35. Now you can check by adding these three, definitely you will get 180. 65 plus 35, 100 plus 80, 180 degree. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Next question is, if each angle of a triangle, if each angle of a triangle, if each angle of a triangle is less than sum of, if each angle of a triangle is less than the sum of other two, angles, if each angle of a triangle is less than the sum of the other two angles, then show that triangle is acute angle triangle. Then prove that triangle is, an acute angled triangle. Okay, so first of all you must know what is acute angle triangle. So a triangle in which all angles are less than 180 degree, sorry, all angles are less than 90 degree. A triangle in which all angles have measure less than 90 degree and greater than 0 degree is called acute angle triangle. So think for a while that how you will prove this, then I will give you the solution. Okay, now let us see its solution. See, it is given that each angle is less than sum of 2. So, um, its proof, see, it is given angle A is less than angle B plus angle C. Okay, each angle is less than sum of remaining two. A is less than B plus C. Also, angle B is less than angle C plus A. Okay, I am writing directly without symbol of angle. Angle B is less than C plus A. Also, C is less than A plus B. Okay, that we have given. A is less than B plus C, B is less than C plus A, C is less than B. Now we have to prove triangle is acute angle triangle, and I gave you the definition that if all three angles of a triangle are less than 90 degrees. So ultimately here we need to prove that A is less than 90 degree, B is less than 90 degree, as well as C is less than 90 degree. So let us see. Okay, A is less than B plus C. So A plus A is less than B plus C plus A. What I did? I added A on both sides. Okay, on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. So this inequality remains same. Understand in this way. If 5 is less than 15 and if I add positive quantity on both sides, this will remain same. 9 will be definitely less than 9. So by adding the positive quantity on both sides, inequality remains same. Okay, so here A plus A is less than B plus C plus A. So I can write 2A is less than A plus B plus C. Okay, now 2A is less than, now what is A plus B plus C? A, B and C are the angles of the triangle. So A plus B plus C can be written as 180. Okay, so here I can say A is less than 180 by 2. That means I can say A is less than 90 degree. Okay, this is the equation number 1. Now in the similar way I will prove B is less than 90 degree, then I will prove C is less than 90 degree, and then I will conclude that as all three angles of the triangle are less than 90 degree, triangle is acute angle triangle. So B is less than C plus A, it is given. So I am adding B on both sides this time. So this gives you B plus B is less than B plus C plus A. So I can say 2B is, because B plus C plus A, that means sum of the angles of the triangle, though it should be less than 1, it is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so here I can say B is less than 180 by 2. Therefore, I can conclude B is less than 90 degree. This is my equation number 2. Now, in the similar way, I will prove that C is less than 90 degree. So now, C is less than A plus B. So this time I add C on both sides. So that gives me A plus B plus C on the right hand side. So now twice of C is less than 180 degree, because A plus B plus C equal to 180. So C is less than 180 by 2. Therefore C is less than 90 degree. This is the third one. So now I can conclude from first, second and third, as all three angles are less than 90 degree, therefore triangle is an acute angle triangle. So please note it down, then I will give you the concluding line. Okay, so conclusion line will write like this. From first, second and third, all three angles triangle ABC or triangle are less than 90 degree, therefore triangle is an acute angled triangle. Okay, proof. That was we need to prove. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next question is, in the given figure, in the given figure AB parallel DF, AB parallel DF, and in the given figure AB parallel DF and AD parallel FG and AD parallel FG and AD parallel FG. Find X and Y. Find X and Y. So a diagram is given, then you have to find the values of X and Y. Okay, so this is the diagram. So here this is A, B, C. This point is D, this point is E, F, and this point is G. This point is G. Okay, it is given AB parallel DF as well as AD parallel FG. Okay, and this angle is X and Y. This is X that we have to find, this is Y that we have to find. This point is G, this angle is 125, and one more angle is given, this angle is 65 degree. So think for a while, then I will give you its solution. Okay, so if we talk about Y, it's very easy. Y plus 125 is equal to 180. So by linear pair, we'll be able to get the value of Y. Now we have to think about how to get the measure of angle X. So see, these two lines are parallel. This AB is parallel to this DF. So these two lines are parallel. Okay, as well as it is given AD parallel, this line AD is parallel to FG. Okay, so this is a transversal. Now this Y, so these two angles will be equal. If this is Y, so this I can say these two angles will be equal. They are, see, for a while if I remove this line, simply we can say these are the corresponding angles. So Y will be equal to this angle ACB, and we obtained Y already. That means by linear pair we'll be able to get this. Now this is 65. Okay, now we have to think about how to get the measure of angle x. This is also given that this line is parallel to this line. Okay, so now if I remove this line for a while, so I can say, okay, if I remove this line for a while, this x and this will be corresponding angle, isn't it? So what actually I have to do, first I have to find this angle with the correspondence with y. So after getting this angle, by angle sum property I will be able to find this angle, and this angle ABC is corresponding with angle x, so I will get the measure of x. So I gave you almost solution. Okay, now I will give you the detailed solution, but for a while try to get the measure of angle x and y, then I will give you the detailed solution. Okay, now let us see this detailed solution. So here I can write angle FG and let the name of this point is Q. So angle FGQ plus Y is equal to 180 by linear pair axiom. So 125 plus Y is equal to 180. Therefore angle Y is equal to 180 minus 125, so Y is equal to 55 degrees. Okay, so we got the measure of Y. Now to obtain X, first we'll get the measure of this angle ACB. Okay, so here I am writing for the solution. Okay, now angle ACB is equal to Y corresponding angle, or before that it's better to write now AD parallel FG parallel FG, therefore angle ACB is equal to Y, then corresponding angles. Okay, reason is corresponding angles. So here I can say angle ACB is equal to 55 degrees. Okay, so this is 55 degree. Now with the help of angle sum property I'll obtain the measure of angle B, and then B and X are again corresponding angles, so in that way we'll be able to get the measure of X. So after this, okay, now I will apply the angle sum property. So over here, now in triangle ABC, by angle sum property of triangle, angle A plus angle B, ACB plus angle ACB is equal to 180 degree. Angle A is 65, angle B is we have to obtain, and angle ACB is 55 is equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle B is equal to 180 minus 120. So here I obtain the measure of angle B, that is 60 degree. Okay, again I am repeating. First I got the value of Y by the linear pair axiom, that is 55 degree. Now Y and Y and this angle ACB are corresponding angles. Now I told you I showed you by removing this line. Now it's very clear, okay, because these two are parallel line, this is a transversal. So I obtain the measure of angle ACB, that is equal to Y, that is equal to 55 degree. Now in triangle ABC I obtain the measure of angle B by applying angle sum property, that is 60 degree. Now this angle B is equal to angle X. For that I will remove this line, so it will be very clear to you that definitely these two angles are corresponding angles as AB is parallel to FD. So note it down up to this point, then I will give you the remaining solution. Okay, so now let us see the remaining solution. Okay, now we'll see that how to find the measure of angle C. So for that, now AB parallel DF, okay, AB parallel FD, okay, AB parallel FD, that is given. So I can say therefore X is equal to angle B region corresponding angles. Okay, so therefore I can say X is equal to what was be 60 degrees. So in this way we obtain the value of X as well as Y. Okay, so please note it down. So that is all about today's lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see some 3 or 4 more questions of lines and angles itself, typical questions. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at home.